Chris Miller with the Creative Coast Initiative. I am associated and affiliated with the Denizens of the Deep.
My name is Fitz Hale, and I'm affiliated with...
My name is Angel Ratcliffe, and I'm with the Creative Coast Initiative.
Oh! Splat out. And cut. All right.
The important thing about all this, I actually asked Drew, I told him to explain it when he said he wanted to do this, that the irony wasn't lost on me, that people that operate in an entirely virtual world actually wanted to meet each other. I thought that was a little odd. And he said, his response was, it's not all odd at all. You can't have a virtual happy hour, is what he said, basically. And that's when I realized this was the perfect fit for Savannah, which specializes in happy hours. But the important part is to start those conversations, to introduce you all to each other, and then to see sort of what comes out of that. Pretty quickly was that we thought, well, you just sort of put the blog out there and you just sort of wait. And what we found out was if you do, bad things happen to you fairly quickly. It would sort of be like putting your car in gear, letting off the clutch, but then forgetting to turn the steering wheel and just sort of sitting back. It turns out that's a good way to end up in the ditch.
The theory was that you couldn't damage anything that didn't have moving parts. Fitz has proved that's just not true.
There's a lot of stuff going on right now. The economy's changing, the culture's changing, everything's happening at a faster rate. Technology's fueling this, and blogging is sort of on the lead edge. I mean, it's a transformational media, a transformational product that's actually really having a pretty large impact on print media, on TV. It's starting to have a significant impact. You could argue that it's having an impact on elections. The way that we get information, the way we use information, is all being impacted by what's happening in the blogosphere. It's, 5 years ago, I doubt if you did a search for it, you could even find the term. And today it's now become a pretty ubiquitous, common part of how people get information and how the world reacts to what's going on.
In fact, by virtue of the close proximity that Fitz works to my office, even though there's a wall, every time his computer shits the bed, I can hear shrieks and groans and grunts. It then takes about 15 minutes of loss of productivity, and I just added up the 15 minutes over the period of a year and how much I'm paying him, and I realized the computer would be much cheaper. Plus, it's actually distracting to me because actually every time Fitz screams, it always makes me panic. It usually means something bad has happened, and I then lose my productivity. So if you had my 15 minutes plus his 15 minutes, we're going to earn the computer back in about a month and a half.
Everybody has something that is going to be of interest to somebody else. And the idea that blogs allow you to be able to focus in on that one thing that you know better than everybody else and to present it to people, I think is the real power of this. It connects people who are experts in what they know to the other people that are interested. I think it's a really powerful concept.
I was trying to think of something funny. All right, fine.